Welcome to TFI Global, the antidote to mass delusion.
In February 2022, Russia initiated the largest conflict in Europe since World War II by invading Ukraine, marking a profound confrontation with the West reminiscent of the Cold War. Regrettably, Ukraine is struggling. Russia's dominance in weapons production, surpassing that of the West, remains a pivotal factor. With intentions to sustain this advantage, Russia has exponentially increased the production of critical military assets, including missiles, drones, combat vehicles, and artillery, supplying its forces in Ukraine. Despite efforts by Ukraine and Western supporters, led by President Biden and allies, to counter Russia's momentum, they find themselves in disbelief at the swift and overwhelming pace set by Russian forces. Denis Manchurev, the deputy prime minister overseeing arms production, notes Russia's early and accelerated production gains compared to Western counterparts. An analysis of satellite images by Schemes, RFE-RL's Ukrainian investigative unit, suggests that Russia is actively building up its capacity for weapons production and developing new factories as its full-scale invasion of Ukraine enters its 21st month with no sign of an end in sight. From warplanes to combat helicopters to military drones and guided munitions, the facilities are a mix of state-run military factories, public-private partnerships, and civilian-operated dual-use enterprises that manufacture and repair equipment and ammunition for Moscow's grinding war effort. This efficiency of Russian military manufacturing has left the West perplexed, prompting efforts to unravel the methods employed by Moscow. The recent development of Russian hypersonic missiles caught the USA off guard. In response, Western nations are reportedly engaged in attempts to acquire Moscow's military technology, with a particular focus on luring industry experts away. According to Russian Industry and Trade Minister Denis Manchurev, there's an ongoing pursuit not only for research data and weapon specifications but also for the expertise of valuable specialists. Minister Manchurev emphasized that this extends beyond espionage, citing a recent FSB intervention to thwart an assassination attempt on a defense company manager. During an interview with news agency RIA Novosti, Manchurev was asked if there were instances of industrial espionage by unfriendly countries, while Russia is ramping up defense production. This has been the case at all times. It is occurring today and will occur tomorrow, the minister said. There is an active hunt not only for promising research, the data and parameters of our weapons, but also for our specialists who are especially valuable. It is not only the issue of espionage. I believe you've seen media reports that the FSB had prevented an attempt on the life of one of top managers of a defense company, the minister said. Moreover, last week, Russia's primary state security agency reported the detention of a Russian national allegedly assigned by Ukrainian terrorist organization to assassinate a defense industry manager in the country's central region. In an earlier statement this month, Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu highlighted an unprecedented phase of rearmament, noting a substantial surge in the production of tanks, drones, and various weapons and ammunition since Moscow initiated its military action in Ukraine last year. Shoigu disclosed that over 100 types of weapons and military equipment have undergone modernization. What previously required years for development and testing is now swiftly entering army deployment within a matter of months, according to his remarks. Putin has withstood the West's best efforts to reverse his invasion of Ukraine, and his hold on power is firm. Rather than emulating Russia's way, the US and its allies need a new strategy. Biden and company needs to understand that Russia's defense might is proven and its elastic defense is hard to compete with, so it'll be better for it to accept that instead of chasing wild strategies. Despite hopes, Ukraine's counter-offensive fell short. Putin's convinced he's got time on his side. At the front line, Russia shows no signs of losing in this prolonged battle. The economy took a hit, but Putin's grip tightened after a failed rebellion. Paradoxically, Putin's authority was reinforced following Yevgeny Prigozhin's unsuccessful rebellion in June. Moreover, with solid support for the war and unified elite backing, Russia's winning. So, it's time for Biden and company to ditch their wishful thinking.